o'clock, and the Bel Air Board of Town Commissioners Town Hall meeting is now in session. I'm going to call the roll. Commissioner Chance?
Here.
Commissioner Taylor?
Here.
All right. If you will all please stand and join me in saying the Pledge of Allegiance. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. All right. Our first item for this evening is the approval of the agenda. May I have a motion?
Yes, Madam Chair, I make the motion that this evening's agenda for the Town Hall meeting of November 3rd be approved.
Thank you, Commissioner Chance. Do I have a second?
I will second that motion, and I will also move that we amend the agenda to take up item 6D, Appointment to Appearance and Beautification Committee, between items 5B and 5C, so the appointment occurs just before the awards.
All right. I'm going to second that motion to amend.
Okay.
All right, so we're going to vote on the amendment. Commissioner Chance?
Aye.
Commissioner Taylor?
Aye.
And the chair votes aye as well. And now we're going to vote on the agenda as amended. Commissioner Chance?
Aye.
Commissioner Taylor?
Aye.
And the chair votes aye. All right. Next up is the approval of the minutes. May I have a motion?
Yes, Madam Chair, I move that the minutes be approved as submitted.
Thank you, Commissioner Taylor. Do I have a second?
Second.
Thank you, Commissioner Chance. Any discussion of the minutes? All right, in that case, I'll call the vote. Commissioner Chance?
Aye.
Commissioner Taylor?
Aye.
And the chair votes aye as well. All right, first up, we have presentations. And our first presentation will be to the United Way of Central Maryland, the Certificate of Recognition upon their 100th anniversary. So if I could have Angela Rose and Liz Acosta join me at the podium. And I have to compliment Angela Rose on her wearing of town green, so perfect for this. We have a framed certificate of recognition for you, but first let me just say that here this evening to accept the certificate of recognition on behalf of the United Way of Central Maryland are Liz Acosta, who is the Associate Vice President of Governance, and our very own Angela Rose, the Harford County Regional Board Chair for the United Way of Central Maryland. So welcome, ladies. I'm so proud to have you here. And just a few words about the United Way. The United Way of Central Maryland serves residents of Anne Arundel, Carroll, Harford, and Howard counties, as well as Baltimore City. And this organization provides an array of services, starting with its 211 helpline, which people in need can call 24/7 to get connected with a specialist who will direct them to the proper resources and assistance. Other services include helping people advance their careers, to earn higher incomes so they can cover their living expenses, helping people overcome challenges so they can be successful academically and learn skills they'll bring to the workforce, tackling hunger, connecting people to mental health treatment, helping people find and maintain stable housing, and supporting veterans and strengthening neighborhoods. Quite a long list of things, good works by the United Way of Central Maryland. The United Way has been able to serve people right here in Bel Air and throughout Central Maryland for the past 100 years. Because of those who volunteer or donate money. The need for the services offered by the United Way is not going away anytime soon, so you can visit them online at uwcm.org or call 410-547-8000 to learn how you can help your neighbors. So our certificate of recognition this evening. Whereas the town of Bel Air proudly recognizes the United Way of Central Maryland upon your 100th anniversary, and whereas the town of Bel Air and the Bel Air Board of Town Commissioners earnestly express our appreciation to the United Way of Central Maryland for your dedication over a century to providing individuals and families in our region with pathways to economic advancement, access to education and housing, and the resources they need to grow and thrive. The Board of Town Commissioners celebrates your mission as it contributes to brighter futures and the empowerment of communities throughout Harford County and Central Maryland. And we thereby do congratulate the United Way of Central Maryland and wish you continued success in your endeavors. You do great work here. So thank you very much. And thank you very much. And we now have our photo op, so if you would step back a little bit, and if the other commissioners could come and join us. Yeah. All right. And Daisy will tell us how far. All right. Our next presentation is a certificate appreciation to Patricia, better known as Patty Parker. Patty. Come on down. Also wearing her town green. Everybody got the memo?
Yeah.
All right. You're just going to stand here and listen to me.
All right.
All right, whereas Patty Parker has demonstrated exceptional dedication and service to the town of Bel Air through her tireless efforts and unwavering commitment to community enrichment. And whereas Patty Parker has played a pivotal role in the planning, coordination, and execution of numerous community initiatives, most notably her instrumental contributions to the success of the annual Winter Wonderland holiday event. And whereas through her devotion, creativity, and collaborative spirit, Patty Parker has helped build Winter Wonderland into a cherished tradition that brings joy, unity, and festive celebration to residents and visitors alike. And whereas her work has not only enhanced the cultural and social fabric of Bel Air, but has also inspired others to engage in meaningful service and community building efforts. Now therefore, the Board of Commissioners on this third day of November 2025 does hereby express its sincere appreciation and admiration to Patty Parker for her outstanding community service and lasting contributions to the town of Bel Air. So thanks, Patty, for all you did. Winter Wonderland is one of my favorite events, and I love the lights. I can't have enough. Would you say a few words? You
Sure,
can.
I can. Actually, it's like a Lifetime Achievement Award because I'm handing everything to Donna Dickey. I just want to encourage everybody to understand and to know that the people over here are the ones that do all the work. The people in this row do all the work. These guys do all the work. They do all the volunteering. They all do all the organizing. And it's not easy. And volunteers are a dying breed. And we're all going away, guys. We're all retiring. So good luck. Thank you, though.
Photo op.
All right.
We need to stand for the photos. All right, we've adjusted our agenda this evening to take one item in the middle of the presentations. So do I have a motion for the appointment to the Appearance and Beautification Committee?
Yes, Madam Chair, I want to thank the board for indulging me on this. It is not often that the person that we seek to appoint is actually in the room while we do it, and so for max effect, I thought it would be nice to appoint her while she has an audience. And so that being said, I move that the appointment of Amanda Berry to the Bel Air Appearance and Beautification Committee for a term of 4 years, effective immediately, be approved by the Bel Air Board of Town Commissioners.
Thank you, Mr. Taylor. Do I have a second?
Second.
Thank you, Commissioner Chance. Any words that you would like to say, Commissioner Taylor?
I have gotten to meet Amanda now. She has attended the past 2 meetings of the Appearance and Beautification Committee, and at one of those meetings, the committee did vote to endorse her as the recommended member to fill out that 9th slot of the committee. That endorsement vote is enough for me, but I can say that as a resident on Robinson Street, as someone who knows the town well, as someone who has a lot of time and a lot of energy and a lot of talent to give back to the town, she will make an excellent addition to this committee and round out really just an incredible group of women who do incredible work for the town, making it look as beautiful as it does. And so I'm very proud to make this motion. I'm very proud to vote for her.
All right. Is there anyone here that's a member of the public that would like to comment on this appointment only at this time? All right. There being none, we will vote on the appointment to the Appearance and Beautification Committee of Amanda Berry.
Thank you, Madam Chair. For the appointment of Amanda Berry to the Appearance and Beautification Committee, Commissioner Taylor,
Aye.
Commissioner Chance,
Aye.
and Chair Edding.
Aye.
She is appointed. Thank
All right.
you.
Welcome, Amanda Berry, to the Appearance and Beautification Committee. Congratulations. And now we have the Appearance and Beautification Committee Awards. Ta-da!
Ta-da.
I look forward to these awards. These are one of my favorites, so.
Oh, good.
I
good,
can't
good.
wait.
Do you mind if I tilt this a little bit?
Tilt it any way you want.
Okay. So I am Christy Sudbrink, and I am the awards chair for the Appearance and Beautification Committee. And one of the charges of the Appearance and Beautification Committee is to encourage efforts and activities in connection with the beautification of the town of Bel Air. And so tonight, you'll see how each of these Appearance and Beautification Awards recipients have properties that truly embody this spirit. To each of the award winners, please know that the care and attention that each of you give to your properties, it provides great pleasure to so many of the people that are from the town of Bel Air, residents, but also to the visitors. And to enhance that pride and recognition, we give you a plaque for you to hang inside, and we also give you a little sign that you can place out front, so that people know that we have recognized you and your property for being such a great contributor to our town. And it's my hope that this visual award on the outside will also help encourage other people to continue to enhance the town of Bel Air. So, if I could have the Flatamesh family join me up here, Tim and Tara Flatamesh, and then we have Evie, Ada, and Sylvie. Woo woo. So if you can go to our first photo. So this year, our Phoenix Award is always given to a home that takes a house and really transforms it, right? They do not only with the house, but with the gardens. And so you can see 163 Williams has always been, it's a charming house. But I think when you look at the efforts that Tim and Tara, have really put into all of the siding, the windows, the doors, making sure all of the details are together, they enhance the garage to make that match the house perfectly and give them a little more space for a growing family, I'm sure, too, of fun kids' toys, right? And so that was one of the main reasons that we looked at this house and we saw all the fun things that they did with this house and really enhanced its appearance. And so if you can go to the next slide. But I really think it was when Evie, Ada, and Sylvie all did their work that they made this house and garden look so beautiful. Don't you all agree? Yay! So on behalf of the town of Bel Air and the Appearance and Beautification Award, we want to congratulate you for being our Phoenix Award winner for 2025. So congratulations. And we'll come back. We're going to have the members do the members of the committee. And if you want to come up with them,
Over here?
picture here real quick.
Yeah.
Maybe we'll give this one to you. There we go. Okay, ready?
Y'all can spread out a little bit, folks in that. That's good.
Girls, thank you so much for what you've done to make the house so nice.
Do you mind if I say a few words?
Sure.
That house is the first house I lived in when I first moved to Bel Air in 1968. And I drive by it often, and it thrills me to see what you've done with it. It's beautiful, truly beautiful.
Okay, and for our next award, we have another Phoenix Award. And this award is actually going to 30 East Broadway, which is the 1893 Baker House and apartments. And so if the folks from the Standard on Bond LLC, as well as Wayne Goddard and Ron Crawford. Join me up here. Yeah, I have to say, when we looked at these photos, woof. And then, when I saw when I went and met with Wayne, and he told me, the foundation was old Stackstone foundation with no mortar. They had to completely redo the foundation. Broken windows, a tree that was in a very precarious position for the house and the foundation. The ground in front of the property was not level. There was a significant amount of damage inside. And then on the townhouses, there were no real sidewalks to the street, and there was also no parking for 1893 for the 1893 Baker House. And so they have designed and finished with truly craftsman type detail. The exteriors and the interiors, from new tall windows, siding, roof, the stairs and the entrance. I didn't get the Chippendale style design that I know you and your son did on that top piece right when you go into the side entrance there, but it's so beautiful and just really so well done. The townhouses received the detailed attention too, new walkways, lighting, windows, doors, exteriors, and just all landscaped beautifully. It took what was an eyesore in the center of the town of Bel Air and turned it into something lovely. And that is a gift to everyone in our community, from businesses to residents to visitors just passing by and enjoying it. So on behalf of the town of Bel Air and the Appearance and Beautification Committee, we want to honor you and say congratulations on your Phoenix Award for this year. And did you want anyone else?
This is a group effort. That's right. Dave, Jason. These photos out of the way.
Now, our next award is the award that we give out for the Appearance and Beautification House of the Year. And this is a house that, just to give a little background, on our committee, everyone goes and tours around the whole town of Bel Air. They send me photos, and we talk at our meetings about the different homes in the town that we think really should be recognized, and then we vote on it. And so this house, 107 Roland Place. If I can have Steve Hollins please join me up here. I know he loves it being in the center of attention, right? But you're not the center. Just join me. So, as you can see, not only is this a lovely home, but the gardens are just stunning. And this is more in the spring. This isn't when it was maxed out in the summer. Really? And Steve told me, people come by all of the time, and especially there's a walkway along the side that connects you to the street next door. I can't remember the name of that street.
Dallin.
Thank you, Dallin Street. And people walk through that all of the time, and they schedule their walks around coming to see this man's lovely gardens. So, Steve, we're fortunate to have Steve come to Bel Air 20 years ago. And he's a retired teacher and has some artistic talent as well. And I feel that when you see the colors in his garden, it is like he is splashing the paintwork of the landscapes onto that garden. And it is absolutely stunning. So,
Well, thank you.
thank you.
Thank you to the committee, and most importantly, thank you to Miracle Grow.
And so on behalf of the town of Bel Air and the Appearance Beautification, congratulations
Well, thank
on
you.
winning the ABC award. And if I can get the
I'm going to interrupt again.
Yes.
I just can't not say something because Steve lives directly across the street from my daughter and my grandchildren and my son-in-law, and I live right around the corner from him, so I go by there a lot, because I am officially Grandma's Taxi Service. But Steve is just absolute perfection when it comes to his lawn, his plantings. It's beautiful. So if you haven't gone by, you really are missing a beautiful, beautiful place. So, Steve, I thank you for keeping the neighborhood kind of neat. And everybody should be trying to keep up with you, but that's impossible.
I will second those comments, Mary. I lived in that neighborhood for a number of years, and I would walk past that house often. It is very well located along the path into Dallam that gets you into downtown, because there's really no other walking way to get from back there into downtown. Sometimes it would be on a walk to the next award winner. Other times it would be on a walk to any number of the events that happen in downtown Bel Air. Yes, exactly. So really just, we thank Steve for making especially that end of town look as beautiful as it does.
Agreed. And for our next award, this year's Appearance and Beautification Business Award goes to Independent Brewing Company at 418 North Main Street. And so that the owners are Solstice LLC, headed up with Phil Rudy. If you would like to join me up here, and if you've got anyone else from Solstice with you there? No. Okay, no problem. It's you and me then. So I think Bel Air's historic Main Street and the Ma and Pa Trail, you know, Independent Brewery has become just a landmark, you know, for us. And I think when I had a chance to talk with Phil and he told me about traveling around the country and seeing different breweries and pulling things that he liked from each one to create what we have in Bel Air, it is wonderful. From, you know, the industrial style with the corrugated steel, you know, to the axis of windows that bring so much light in. And then it's also stamped with their unique logo that actually looks way more like art than a business marquee, right? And I think it just is truly so unique. And one of the other great things is that he has a gardener that works, you know, with them that handles all of their perennials, their plantings all around the property, as well as they have barrels of flowers, so that it gives you that, you know, kind of gives you a moment of rusted in, you know, industrial style with incredible, beautiful annuals and perennials kind of flowing down. And I think that that just softens the edges and makes it really quite lovely. So on behalf of the town of Bel Air and the Appearance and Beautification Committee, we want to congratulate you for
Thank you.
for the award. And you just want to come up for the picture? I should actually say, did you care to share a few words? I didn't think to. I should have mentioned it to Wayne too, so sorry, I know that.
I'll talk at the end.
Thank you for the award. So it's a great pleasure to be here. I love this town, take great pride in. But I would like to recognize the true, I felt like when I came to this community that we were going to be a big change to the north end of town with the Ma and Pa. I remember going to the first Ma and Pa Trail meeting. I was on the board of the Ma and Pa Trail. And I walk into the first meeting and they went through an introduction and I said, I'm Phil Rudy, and I said, I'm here to get the trail connected. And they all laughed at me. I said, economics will make the change. And Phil, there were 3 Phils on the board at the time. And Phil, one of the Phils came up to me and said, you know, we've been trying to do this since 1983. I said, yeah, but economics will make the change. And I truly believed in that, and I still today believe in the growth of the north end of town. When I came into this town in 2015, and I felt like I was making a big change, it was a long struggle to like really see growth. But I really want to recognize Mr. Goddard and his company, because he is the growth of this town, because we created something on the north end, and he's filling in with such a amazing structure and an amazing opportunity in this town. And I say this all the time, the town is only as strong as its density. And this is a very low density town. It's all single family homes. And until we start to have infill of residential units, and it's not, you know, I haven't been to a lot of these hearings, but a lot of this is low income. We got to have low income. It's going to be apartments. These are high income homes. Everything he's done in this town is bringing economics into this town. And economics are the driver to sustainability to what I do and every other business in this town. So, you know, I really, as much as I appreciate this award and take great pride in the business I have, I feel like, you know, Wayne is really taking this town to another level, and I'm so proud to be part of the growth and see what our friends and partners can do in this town. So thank you very much, and let's see this town grow.
Thank you.
All right. Our next presentation will be the Municipal Government Works Month proclamation. So joining me at the podium to accept this proclamation on behalf of the municipal government is Michael Krantz, and there's no better person to accept it because around here, he's the face of municipal government for many people. If you come to town hall and you need any help and you need any direction, Mike is the man to see. So whereas the town of Bel Air was incorporated in 1874 and Maryland is home to 156 other municipalities, and municipal government represents the most responsive form of government, with its citizens being able to directly access their elected officials. And whereas in an effort to educate citizens about municipal government and the importance of their participation, the town of Bel Air is proud to promote municipal government awareness. And whereas municipalities have enhanced the quality of life for their respective residents, maintaining natural and historic sites and structures, helping to make Maryland a great place to live, work, play, and explore, now therefore be it proclaimed that the Bel Air Board of Town Commissioners does hereby join the Maryland Municipal League in declaring the month of November 2025 as Municipal Government Works Month. So thank you, Mike, and all the people who work for the town of Bel Air and makes it such a great place to live and where people certainly want to come and play and work. So congratulations, Mike.
Could the staff go on and do the- the municipal government works month?
If you want a picture taken, we'll have one of those taken too. Pictures for everybody.
We did
right, next on our agenda is, under new business, our on-call utility repair service contract. May I have a motion?
Yes, Madam Chair, I'd like to make the motion that the unit price bids submitted by Site Services TN, Masonry, and Dino Excavating under Town of Bel Air Contract DPW number 100925 for on-call utility repair services be utilized by the town to perform maintenance and repairs to the town's sanitary sewer, storm drain systems, and other infrastructure be accepted by the Board of Town Commissioners.
Thank you, Commissioner Chance. Do I have a second?
Second.
Thank you, Commissioner Taylor. Mr. Klein?
Thank you, Madam Chair. The town's sanitary sewer, storm drainage, and other infrastructure systems occasionally require emergency maintenance and repairs. Establishing an on-call contract pricing with 3 qualified contractors will enable the town to complete these necessary utility repairs promptly without delays associated with obtaining written estimates as required under the current procurement policy. The procurement department received 4 bids for the contract. The unit price proposals submitted by Site Services, TN Masonry, and Dino's Excavating were determined to be the lowest among the 4 bids received. Funding for emergency repairs is available in both the Sanitary Sewer Enterprise Fund and the streets budget. Having 3 contractors on call will improve emergency response times and help maximize or minimize any disruption to public services. Public Works staff have previously worked with all 3 firms and are confident in their professionalism, reliability, and quality of work. Thereby, the staff recommends that the Board of Town Commissioners accept the unit price bids submitted by Site Services, TN Masonry, and Dino's Excavating under Town of Bel Air contract number 100925 for on-call utility repair services. These contracts will be utilized by the town to perform maintenance and emergency repairs to the sanitary sewer, storm drainage systems, and other town infrastructure.
Thank you, Mr. Klein. Any questions for Mr. Klein? Is there any member of the public who wishes to make a comment on this contract only? All right, there being none, we will vote on the contract. Commissioner Chance?
Aye.
Commissioner Taylor?
Aye.
And the chair votes aye. All right, thank you, Mr. Klein. Next is the remove and replace the fuel pedestals and pumps contract. May I have a motion?
Yes, Madam Chair. I move that the bid of Spiegler Petroleum Equipment LLC, 1280 Landing Lane, Westminster, Maryland, in the amount of $48,000 to remove the existing fuel pump system and install a new Islander Prime commercial fueling system with 2 new fuel dispensers be accepted by the Bel Air Board of Town Commissioners.
Thank you, Commissioner Taylor. Do I have a second?
Second.
Thank you, Commissioner Chance. Mr. Klein?
Thank you, Madam Chair. The existing gasoline and diesel pumps and computerized fuel management system are part of an overall above-ground storage tank and fueling system that was installed in 2014 at the Town of Bel Air Department of Public Works facility. These pumps are used daily to fuel all Department of Public Works and Town Administration fleet vehicles and equipment, making them essential to maintaining continuous town operations. The existing fuel dispensing pumps are starting to fail, and replacement components and repair parts for the existing units are no longer available from the manufacturer, making complete replacement the only viable option. The new Islander Prime fueling system will connect to the town's existing fuel storage tanks and supplying piping. It will include 2 new fuel dispensers, one equipped with a 1-inch, 30-foot green swivel handle and hose for diesel fuel, and another with a 3/4-inch, 30-foot black swivel handle for gasoline. The upgraded system will fully integrate with the town's existing computerized fuel management system to track and monitor fuel usage by vehicle and employee. The Public Works Department requires the replacement of the existing fuel island and dispensers to ensure uninterrupted fueling operations for all town vehicles and equipment. Competitive bids were solicited, and Spiegler Petroleum Equipment LLC submitted the lowest responsible and responsive bid in the amount of $48,000 to perform the complete removal, installation, and commissioning of the new system. The staff recommends that the proposal of Spiegler Petroleum Equipment in the amount of $48,000 to remove and replace the existing fuel dispensing system with a new Islander Prime commercial fueling system be accepted by the Bel Air Board of Town Commissioners.
Thank you, Mr. Klein. Any questions for Mr. Klein about the fuel pump replacements? All right, is there any member of the public here this evening that wishes to make a comment just on this contract alone? All right. Seeing none, we'll vote. Mr. Krantz?
Thank you, Madam Chair. This is for the approval of the removal and replacement of fuel pedestals and pumps contract. Commissioner Taylor,
Aye.
Commissioner Chance,
Aye.
and Chair Edding.
Aye.
The contract is approved. Thank you.
got it.
Thank you. Next, we have the video camera surveillance system contract. May I have a motion?
Yes, Madam Chair, I'd like to make the motion that the Board of Town Commissioners approve the purchase of I knew I'd do this. Verkada, I think. Verkada.
Yes, ma'am.
Sounds good. Public safety surveillance equipment, which will be installed by Infinity Technologies located in Rosedale, Maryland, in the amount of $165,004.44 for deployment throughout, throughout the town of Bel Air.
Do I have a second?
Second.
Thank you, Commissioner Taylor. Chief?
Thank you, Madam Chair. The town of Bel Air is seeking to enhance and expand its existing public safety surveillance infrastructure through the purchase and installation of the state-of-the-art Verkada surveillance equipment. This project will modernize the town's current safety surveillance system by incorporating high-resolution cameras, cloud-based video analytics, and real-time monitoring capabilities and solutions. While the existing system has provided a baseline level of effectiveness, it lacks the clarity, coverage, and modern AI, artificial intelligence-based features required for proactive public safety management. The new system is able to successfully be integrated with the existing town's network and similar networks throughout Harford County with the Aberdeen Police, Havre de Grace Police Department, and Harford County Sheriff's Office. Proposed upgrades and benefit of the Verkada surveillance system camera systems include deterring crime and improving safety and security, artificial intelligence-powered search to identify suspects and suspect vehicle information, aid in apprehensions, and prevent acts of terrorism. Live streaming and 24/7 recording and access that allows the Bel Air Police Department to receive alerts for suspicious activity and monitor locations and events conveniently from a command dispatch center environment and from any location with secured internet access. Resource conservation will also enable officers to be utilized elsewhere. Cameras will be there to help the officers go do what they do in the community. Infrared capabilities enable the cameras to be utilized at night. Integration and compatibility with Harford County surveillance systems already deployed. Pan, tilt, zoom, and high-resolution capability at some locations. Additionally, the town sponsors and supports many community-oriented events that create a need for a security-conscious environment. The Verkada camera system has already proven its value as a tremendous crime-fighting tool and for protecting communities nationwide. The system will unquestionably promote and strengthen security and deter violence and crime within the town. Each installation includes Verkada hardware, cameras, gateway mounts, 5-year software, licensing, power network infrastructure, installation materials and accessories, and full commissioning and operational testing. Per the town's procurement regulations, the installation and infrastructure portion of the project is eligible to be piggybacked on Harford County Low Voltage Electrical Work Contract 25-268. The selected vendor, Infinity Technologies, was awarded the Harford County contract based on competitive bidding process. Our procurement officer made a determination based on fiscally responsible negotiations and analysis of the aforementioned Harford County contract that piggybacking was acceptable and will meet the town's procurement policy. The Verkada hardware camera system to be employed in the surveillance network is included in the Infinity contract. The decision was based on a compatibility consideration, again, as they are compatible with other law enforcement entity camera systems. Additional cost savings measures include direct negotiation with Verkada, which secured an additional 10% discount on hardware and licensing pricing through partners Infinity Technologies. Further cost-saving measures include securing approval through the Maryland Safety Highway Office for use of existing MDOT infrastructure at some of the locations. This agreement also added an inclusion for a firm fixed price proposal. A firm fixed price proposal is defined as an agreement where the buyer pays a set price for a specific product or service regardless of the contractor's actual costs incurred during performance. This contract type places the maximum financial risk and responsibility for all costs and the resulting profit or loss entirely on the contractor. FFP, firm fixed price contracts, offer cost predictability and budget control for the buyer while incentivizing contractors to be efficient and control expenses to maximize their profits. The installation of Verkada surveillance technology will enhance the town's ability to ensure community safety by combining modern hardware with real-time intelligent video analytics. Through implementation of a fiscally responsible effort, hard work, partner collaboration, and immense analysis by our budget procurement department, the project costs have been significantly reduced, and consequently deployments locations have increased from the original 12 to now 22 strategic locations, excuse me. And the initially line item budgeted amount was $226,000. Additionally, MOU agreements are being negotiated with the Department of Transportation and a private contractor concerning camera installations at 4 intersections and near retail establishments which are being frequently victimized. There will be reoccurring costs associated with this project to include Verizon wireless cards needed for 18 cameras and minimal cost for electric at 4 MDOT-owned intersections. The staff recommends that the Board of Town Commissioners approve the purchase of Verkada public safety surveillance equipment, which will be installed by Infinity Technologies located in Rosedale, Maryland, in the amount of $165,004.44 for deployment throughout the town of Bel Air. One last thing, I'd like to personally extend my appreciation. This is a lot of moving parts, one of the biggest I've ever had to handle, and I didn't do it by myself. I'd like to thank, and I apologize if I miss anybody, but it was definitely a team effort in the town of Bel Air. Mr. Hopkins was instrumental. Miss Mooney, Corporal Ganowski, who's one of our investigators. He's very tech savvy, and definitely a lot of this, he was a great help in figuring out which cameras to use and the strategic locations. Contractors at Infinity, KCI, and Verkada, Ms. Liz Thompson, and of course you, the commissioners, for your support behind this. It's going to be a game changer for the town of Bel Air in crime fighting and keeping our citizens safe. So I want to thank everybody for that.
Any questions for the chief?
Chief, thank you very much
Yes, sir.
for putting all of this together. I don't have, I have a few questions, things that I already know the answer to, but I just wanted to put out
Absolutely.
in the public record. The first actually is a question that leads in the next question. This $165,000 bid that we're approving tonight, what portion of the project does that cover?
That covers the purchase of the Verkada surveillance equipment, safety surveillance equipment, and the construction of the infrastructure in order to mounting and things like that. Pole placement, placing on MDOT infrastructure, all that kind of stuff.
So this is really the hardtack part of the project.
Yes.
This is not the licensing subscription. Is that correct?
It does include licensing.
It does?
Yes,
Okay,
sir.
it does.
Yes, it
All right,
does.
so that's that first 5 years?
Correct.
Okay.
Yes.
Great. Regarding data storage, you and I confirmed Verkada does not store any client data locally. It's all stored by the client, and only the client can access the data. Is that correct?
That is correct.
Okay.
This is all legal, and there's
Yep.
legislation out there that prevents you from doing that, selling data.
Absolutely,
Yes,
and certainly, you know, selling it, they don't even store it on their end, let alone sell
Yeah.
it, right? And that data is destroyed out of everyone's reach after our retention window has passed.
Correct.
Yes, unless we choose to archive it for investigative purposes.
Correct. Yes.
Right. And so obviously, regarding data security, that all includes the oversight that's already built into the police department, oversight by you, police leadership, town leadership, and this board. We have policies in place to make sure that any data, any information that's collected by the police department is, of course, only ever used for police purposes.
Yes, sir.
Yes,
Yep.
and I have full faith and credit in our department's ability to do that. The annual recurring cost, I think you mentioned a figure around $9,000, something in that ballpark.
Yes, sir.
It was
It's gonna be
8,000 and change.
And then
for-
some electric,
and
some
then
minimal electric.
Right, minimal
charges.
electric, right.
Yes, sir.
And then in 5 years, the subscription renewal would be roughly another $39,000.
Correct.
Right. So if we think about it, I understand that it's done at chunks at a time, but if we think about it, divide 39,000 by 5, that's about $7,800. So really, in terms of annual recurring costs, even though this isn't what we're paying every year, we're looking at about $17,000 a year, more or less, in terms of our liability. And my last,
So is that
Please.
your licensing? Is that
so
what-
that's $9,000 annual
No,
recurring.
It's about 38,000 for annual, if I'm correct, Matt.
It's gonna be 38,000
Yes, sir.
for 5 years.
For 5
Per
years.
year.
Yes, sir.
Okay.
38,000 for a 5-year period.
Okay,
So.
per year.
You're right, you gotta take that 38,000 and 39,000 and divide it by 5 to get an annual cost of.
Yeah.
you
And
know,
that comes
Okay,
to-
so it's not
8,000.
39,000 per year.
Not per year.
I
Okay,
think it's
right.
78,000.
Yeah.
No.
So, right, so that 39,000 divided by 5 is about 7,800, right? And you add that on to the 9,000 that we're paying for Verizon and electric, and that gets you to about $17,000 a year.
No.
Verizon and Electric won't, right, chief?
So
Not nine.
let's go over that real quick. So for the 5-year contract, for each year, it's going to be $38,098.98. That's for 5 years.
So that's a one-time payment for 5 years.
We're paying all the licensing up front.
Yes,
Yes.
okay, yes.
Mhm.
Yep.
And then at the 6th year, and then I sent you a chart.
Mhm.
It's a little confusing, I do admit. But you'll see that it goes up to $76,197. Well, that's also including the previous $38,098.
Right.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
So basically what I'm saying is we're paying $39,000 so that we can have this for 5 years. Yes?
I don't think that's,
I'm sorry, say that again. I
We're
was
paying
doing a quick
$39,000
calculation.
so that we can have this for 5 years.
Yes,
Yes, okay.
correct.
So if you were to divide $39,000 by 5 years,
Mhm.
you get $7,800 a year
Yeah.
is your liability there.
You're right.
yes, yep.
And so, in addition to that roughly $7,800 a year, you have a recurring cost of maintenance that Verizon and Electric, we said, was about how much, Chief?
Right around 8,400, I believe.
Right, okay, so let's call it 84, let's call it $8,000. So let's say that we've got that $7,800 figure, which is about $8,000, and your recurring, which is about $8,000. So altogether, your annual cost is about $16,000.
Correct.
Yes, okay, good.
You're correct.
All right.
You're correct. Chief, you good?
I think I'm good. It's confusing. But yeah.
It's a lot.
Yes, it's definitely
Not
a lot
of money.
a lot of
it's just
algebra.
A lot.
Yeah.
So I'm
Well,
looking.
and that's really the point that I'm getting down to here. Go ahead, Chief.
One second. I just want to make sure I'm square on this.
Don't look at that chart. Don't look at that chart.
I have the ultimate faith in Ms. Moody's ability to tell us the annual cost because she watches every penny.
I wouldn't either.
Yeah, year 6,
Yes.
we will get a $38,000 software license
Yes.
bill.
Yes.
That will be good from year 6 to year
Yep.
10, and then we'll renew again from year
Yep.
10 for another 5 years.
Absolutely. Yep.
And then you have the Verizon, which is roughly $40 for the 18 sites, multiplies by 12, so you've got about $8,600. And then the very small charge of the electric
The electric.
cost.
Right,
So,
yes.
yes, we are looking between 16 and 17 roughly per year
Yes.
for reoccurring. That's
Good.
exactly right.
Yes. Okay.
So I think Emilio's, and just so I have it in my head here. So on the email from Emilio Alcaraz from Verkada, he kind of went over more clarification on the 5-year license. He said total cost of $76,197.96. 38, and that's for the 5-year, but when we're paying it again, it's 6 year, you start again. And then $38,098.98 paid twice, once in year 1, again in year 6.
Correct.
That's good.
Yep.
Okay, all right.
Yeah.
I'm good. Thanks, Lisa.
Yes. Okay, good. And so really the point that I'm making is that $16,000 or $17,000 liability per year is a much smaller number than what we're paying up front. And so for anyone who was concerned about, whether or not this upfront sticker price would be following us, the answer is no. It's really a much smaller number per year to keep these cameras operational and online. And I think that's
And upgraded.
and upgraded, and that's a good point, and patched and secure, because we know that the minute that you allow a piece of hardware to go without a software patch, that is the easiest way for somebody wearing a black hat to get in.
Yes, sir.
We don't want that. And the last question I had is, where did we land on geofencing with the project?
So that was for the parking garage.
Right.
And that's going to have to be suspended at this point.
Okay.
Because of the agreement that's still
Got it.
in limbo with the county.
Yeah.
Yes, sir.
Okay. So not at this time. So that's something that we
But
can.
we will have the capability to geofence with the other cameras because of the ability to be artificially intelligent.
Sure.
I'm pretty sure we can do that.
Sure.
Yeah.
Okay, so the bottom line, what I'm looking at is this is a rather cost-effective tool that includes only data that is accessible to us and our people. The oversight belongs to us solely, and it will be used for the sole purpose of making the town safer.
Absolutely. Yes, sir.
With that, I thank you for your leadership on this, Chief Moore. It's a lot to work through. There are a lot of things that we want to make sure we cross our I's and dot our T's perfectly. No pun intended. Yeah, really. And I think we've done that here. So I appreciate all the work that you've put into it.
Thank you very
And
much.
Ms. Moody, I appreciate. We do this every now and then where we walk through algebra together, and it's always so much fun. I don't know if it's more fun for me or for you, but we get it done. So thank you both.
She keeps me in line.
I knew that if this had survived the review of Director Moody, that the numbers were all correct, and we knew how much we were going to be exposed to every year. After a lot of dry discussion of numbers and things, what really impressed me about this was it is going to save a lot of officer time, which will
Yes,
really
ma'am.
serve our residents and our town well. I know, I think one of our biggest, maybe our biggest crime problem in town is the retail theft. It's going to be revolutionary for that issue. But the other thing was the more personal thing, the example that we were given last week with the little girl who wandered off, and where the heck was she, and she was located very quickly through the use of the artificial intelligence that can look for a little girl wearing a blue coat and give the officers some idea where to start searching. And they were able to find her, return her to a mother, and all is well. Those things are just terrific uses for this camera, and I think it's going to really revolutionize law enforcement here in the town.
Madam Chair, our
Yes,
plan
sir.
will be, excuse me, our plan will be to expand it with the next budget year so that we can continue to cover the areas of the county that are more vulnerable, that will be more vulnerable than what they already are. So.
All right. Any further questions for the chief? Any member of the public here who wants to comment just on this contract alone? All right. In that case, Mr. Krantz, we're ready.
Thank you, Madam Chair. This is to approve the purchase of the Verkada Public Safety Surveillance Equipment Contract. Commissioner Taylor,
Aye.
Commissioner Chance,
Aye.
and Chair Edding.
Aye.
Contract is approved. Thank you.
All right, next on our agenda is public announcements, and the first one is the final reminder: the Town of Bel Air's municipal election will be held tomorrow, Tuesday, November 4th. The polls will be open from 7 a.m. to 8 p.m. in the Bel Air Town Hall, which is the only place you can cast your ballot in town. To cast a ballot, you must be a resident of the Town of Bel Air and registered to vote in the state of Maryland. Absentee and mail-in ballots can be placed in the drop box at the entrance to Town Hall or sent by U.S. mail. They must be received or postmarked before the polls close tomorrow at 8 p.m. All Town of Bel Air offices will be closed on Tuesday, November the 11th in observance of Veterans Day. Residents whose trash is typically picked up on Tuesdays will have theirs collected on Wednesday, November the 12th. Trash pickup will happen as scheduled on Monday, November 10th. Yard waste will not be collected on Tuesday, and there will be no bulk trash pickup on Wednesday next week. If you're looking to get in the holiday mood, stop by the Hartford Artists Association Gallery and Armory Marketplace for the Festivus for the Rest of Us exhibit, which opens on Wednesday, November 5th. The exhibit runs through January the 10th, and there will be an opening reception on November 15th. The gallery is open from 10 a.m. to 6 p.m. Wednesday through Friday, and 10 a.m. to 4 p.m. on Saturday and Sunday. Visit artinhartford.org/exhibits or call 410-420-9499 for more information. The final First Fridays event of 2025, hosted by the Bel Air Downtown Alliance, will be Friday, November the 7th. Come to the parking lot at 121 South Main Street, next to Das Beer Hall, from 5 p.m. to 8 p.m., and enjoy food, drinks, live music, artisan vendors, and children's entertainment. If you're interested in what life was like in Bel Air and Harford County in days long gone by, then the Historical Society of Harford County has 2 events for you this weekend. First is the annual Archer Lecture on Saturday, November the 8th. Sandra Wallace, Ph.D., will tell the story of the roles Harford County residents played in the founding of our nation. The lecture will be in the Historical Society headquarters at 143 North Main Street here in Bel Air, starting at 2 p.m. Tickets are $15 per person and can be purchased online at harfordhistory.org. Next is Mr. Hayes' Neighbors, during which historian Christopher Smithson will talk about Thomas Hayes, a prominent resident of Bel Air in the early 19th century who was an attorney, farmer, and landowner. The event starts at 1 p.m. on Sunday, November the 9th in the Hayes House Museum. The Hayes House is located at 324 North Kenmore Avenue near Bel Air High School, and admission is free, but donations are appreciated. Join musician Seth Keibel at the Bel Air Armory on Wednesday, November the 12th, and Wednesday, November the 19th for Clarinetists of the Swing Era, a lecture series. Mr. Keibel will talk about popular jazz performers of the 1930s and 40s, such as Benny Goodman and Artie Shaw, and their enduring impact on American culture. Admission is free, but registration is required. Visit belairarmory.org to reserve your spot. The series runs from 9:45 a.m. to noon on both days. The Harford County Veterans Family Resource Fair will be Saturday, November 15th in the Bel Air Armory from 10 a.m. to 1 p.m. The event is an opportunity for local veterans to get information about Veterans Administration claims, health and wellness services, employment, and housing. There will also be activities for children, a raffle for gift cards, and tickets to a Baltimore Ravens game, plus free food from Mission Barbecue. The event is hosted by the Harford County Veterans Commission. Call 443-966-4518 or send an email to vetcommission@harfordcountymd.gov for more information. Anyone who wants to be part of the 35th Annual Bel Air Christmas Parade has until Monday, November the 24th to register. Visit the Christmas Parade page on the town website to fill out an application. The parade will be held on Sunday, December the 7th on Main Street, starting at 3:30 p.m. It will be followed by the annual holiday celebration in Shamrock Park with a bonfire, holiday music, and the ceremonial lighting of the town Christmas tree. The Appearance and Beautification Committee will meet at 7 p.m. on Monday, November the 10th in Town Hall. The Tree Committee will meet at 4:30 p.m. on Wednesday, November 12th in the Bel Air Planning Department at 705 East Churchville Road. The Economic and Community Development Commission will meet at 5 p.m. on Thursday, November 13th in the Armory Conference Room. And the Board of Town Commissioners will hold a work session at 5:15 p.m. on Monday, November 10th in Town Hall, and the next town meeting will be at 7 p.m. on Monday, November the 17th here in Town Hall. Did I miss anything? There's always something.
Madam Chair,
Yes,
if I
sir.
may.
Yes, you may.
The Christmas in Bel Air website has launched, so it is live now with all of the holiday events happening throughout town from now through the new year.
And I have been there, and there are many, many, many things, too many to list. You have to go and see it.
There are
Many,
about
many
50
things.
different events going on, some repeated weekend after weekend.
Right, it's huge.
But there are a lot of things going on. All the information about the parade is there, as well as the free parking initiative and Winter Wonderland details and information about local shopping and dining for the holiday season.
And the Winter Wonderland lights have started going up. They're installed near the library, so it's just been Halloween. It's not even Thanksgiving, and we are talking about Christmas, so get ready. All right, anything else that we missed? All right, in that case, public comment. Is there any member of the public here this evening who wishes to comment on anything, whether it was on the agenda tonight or not? Mr. Goddard, you need to state your name and address for the record.
Wayne Goddard, 128 North Bond. I actually have a question for Chief Moore. Is this camera system, is that gonna interrupt good old-fashioned Donniebrooks that we enjoy in our town?
Maybe some of them, it depends.
At least we'll catch them on camera. But in all seriousness, I want to thank everybody for these awards. I think I've told each and every one of you has played some part in this project, either approving it, protecting it, endorsing it, marketing it, funding it, supporting it, listening to me complain about it. But I really do appreciate all the support that we've gotten from the town, not only on our Broadway project, but also on the project on Office Street, as well as on the project on Bond Street, which is coming along very nicely. It definitely is a group effort, and it could not be done without it. And I know that sometimes people laugh at me when I get so excited about these awards, but it really, recognition sometimes is some of the most important aspect of the project. So the beautification award, I don't know if people are still here or not, but it really does mean a lot. And to me, it is a goal to be achieved, and I hope to win some of the other architectural awards. And whenever I do any of my projects, I always think in terms of when I can put more buildings up on that wall back there and how I can make things better. But, you know, as I told you, this project originally, and my involvement in the town, was really kind of selfish because it was intended to bring my family back to Bel Air. And I'm proud to say that my daughter is a 4th grade teacher, and she's actually going to be living in the Standard-on-Bond. And my son lives in the town of Bel Air and works for our construction company. So it worked, you know. So even if we don't make any money on any of this stuff, which we may or may not, hopefully we will, guys, because my investors over there. Hopefully we will make some money on these projects. But in terms of sort of community richness, they have been successful. So with that, I just want to thank you for everything. Ms. Mayor, good luck to you. Hopefully you'll prevail tomorrow and you can stop campaigning, because every time I call you, you're like, I got a campaign, I got a door knock. There's only like 500 doors in the town of Bel Air. How long could that take? So anyway, thank you all very much.
Thank you, Mr. Gott. All right, any other member of the public who wishes to comment this evening? No? All right, in that case, commissioners' comments.
Another Halloween is in the books for BAPD. I just want to say thank you. Tell the men and women that they deserve some sleep, although I'm sure they won't get it.
Yes, sir. It was, I went through town and it was quite busy that night, so I think
Yeah.
we might have to beef up the patrols next year. I think.
Halloween on a Friday is maybe the scariest thing
Yeah,
of all.
You know what,
Yeah.
you're right, yep.
And really, there's no way to beat this horse until it's too dead. From me and from everybody up here, if you live in the town of Bel Air, go vote tomorrow. Polls are open from 7 a.m. to 8 p.m. Make sure your voice is heard.
I do want to just sort of piggyback on what Wayne said. It's so wonderful to see the work that you've done, and that it stirs a lot of other attention and maybe excitement for other people who might want to do something special in the town and make it look so beautiful. So you've done a great job, and I hope you will continue to keep doing great jobs in the future. Thank you.
The Appearance and Beautification Awards are one of my favorite evenings. I love the Historical Society contest for the kids too, but to see what people do with buildings in town and completely remake them, the Phoenix Award is just phenomenal. I have like almost zero vision, but fortunately there are plenty of other people who do. My hat is off to everyone who won an award this evening. You've all done, terrific jobs with your properties, and the town of Bel Air certainly has benefited by those changes. So thank you to everyone. And with that, I'm going to see if we have a motion to adjourn.
Madam Chair, I make the motion to adjourn the meeting.
And is there a second?
Second.
And all in favor?
Aye.
We are adjourned.